We made it.
Hello. We're here. Hello. Good morning. This is thanks for joining us today. This is Ski Summit Show where we talk about real estate, local interests, news, and events happening in Summit County, Colorado. It's the 12th of December. My name is Matt Dayton, and what you're going to see here today are the new and interesting changes we're seeing in the Summit County real estate market. I'll show you around the MLS, take a look at new listings, new properties under contract, and what's sold recently. And joining me today is Benji from Benji Does, my producer and live stream sidekick. So he'll be chiming in with questions and monitoring us for the chat this morning.
How's it going, everybody? Ben? How you doing? I'm doing okay. How was your weekend?
Weekend was good. It was a good weekend. That was got up early, started it off Saturday morning with a little skin up the mountain. Went up to the top of Keystone, so got a little climb up there and got some sunrise. So I don't know if you got a little video of that. I'd share that with you if they've got.
Yeah, sure. Here comes the video.
And squatty, short little people there.
Squished our video.
Yeah, it was Oompa Loompa Day at Keystone.
Pretty colors, though. I love the sun. Is it always like that in the morning during the wintertime? Just like
the we got a clear day. It was so pretty. So yeah, that was a nice morning to get up and get to the top of the mountain early. So, but question of the day: what was the highlight of your weekend? So
yeah, how about you go first this time?
All right. So we had the Summit Ski Ball, which was for Team Summit, I went through Summit Nordic Ski Club in my path to the Olympics, and Team Summit has merged with Summit Nordic Ski Club, which is pretty cool. So it's one big organization, got almost 1,000 kids that are part of this combined program. So that's super cool. So this was a fundraiser we went to. I got to sit at the past Olympians table, which was really neat. And but even cooler was they honored my dad as a legend of Summit County as the father of cross country skiing. So I was pretty proud. Cool. Pretty proud of him there. It was a really neat recognition.
I've got to ask though, how many people are even at the past Olympians table?
You know, we actually had a couple tables. So remarkably,
really?
Yeah, Summit County is not. We got a lot of Olympians that have come out of here. So we had CJ Mueller, speed skier. So he was the first skier to exceed, I think, 136 miles an hour on skis. Yeah, I was a kid. I had a poster of him up in my my bedroom. CJ signed it. Yeah. So he was there, and we had Jason Rosner. He was Nagano Olympics. So he was an alpine ski racer, graduated from our local high school. We had another guy at our table, Timmy Dugan. He was a road bike racer, came up through Team Summit type of thing too. So it was kind of cool to share some experiences with those guys.
That's really cool. You know, I had my son this weekend. He went to a bounce place. We had a huge Christmas pageant at the church. Big deal. There was 1,000 people there. It was really cool. It went off without a hitch. It was beautiful. And then we have an old guy. Well, they're all old people, but we have an old guy at the church. And my son has been telling me all weekend, he's like, I know Shaq. And I'm like, you know Shaq? He's 6, by the way. So I'm like, you know Shaq? And he's like, well, I know who Shaq is. This is what he's trying to tell me. And I'm like, okay. So he's trying to tell me about the NBA and that he knows things about the NBA. And I'm like, okay. I was like, I know somebody in the NBA. And he's like, you do? And we have a guy at the church, still tall, huge, and he's got a walker. And his name is Red. At least his name was Red when he was in the NBA. And it was so cute because I showed him the guy walking into the church, and he was like, he was in the NBA? And I was like, yeah, he was in the NBA. And I showed him on Google and everything else. So when church was over, he was like, he was grabbing my hand and trying to make me go talk to him. I was like, all right, let's go talk to him. You know, it was really cute. It was a super
That's
cute
awesome. Do you remember who he played for?
Oh, Idaho. Okay. But it was way back in the 50s. I think he was in the 54. I'm not sure. But yeah, he was in the NBA. So I got to send him home shaking hands with somebody from the NBA. So that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Back when they wore the shorts.
Yeah, there you go.
Men were men. wear shorts. So awesome. So local news. So I got the Summit Daily paper right here, and headlines here. Oh wait, Vale Health spending no, that's not what I want to talk about. So what I wanted to talk about, county could see multiple powder days. That's what we like to see here in Summit County, is powder days. So we're expecting up to 18 inches over the next over this next week. So that could be pretty phenomenal. It's been a little while since the kids have had a snow day up here. So they look like we have to have a lot of snow to get a snow day.
I bet Arizona just smells like snow around here. People are like, nah, I'm gonna stay home.
Yeah. Right? It get treacherous. You get an inch of snow there. Yeah, but man, yeah. So this year's been actually off to a great start. We're a little bit above average for our snowfall, so that's really encouraging. Especially last year was kind of a downer. We never really didn't get a bunch of good dumps. So this year we're off to a good start, and it looks like we're going to get a bunch more. So batten down the hatches.
Excellent.
Yeah. So let's see. So a little about Summit County, just to kind of reiterate. Summit County was founded in 1861, located in U.S. Colorado, and in 2020 census, the population was about 31,000, and the county seat is the largest. Town seats in Breckenridge includes Breckenridge, Blue River, Dillon, Dyersville. I still haven't figured out where that is. Frisco, Haney, Keystone, Montezuma, and Silverthorne. So, but let's go take a look at the MLS. If open that up and see what we got here for just activity for Summit County over the past week. Just going to take a quick 7-day peek at that. So let me blow this up. Let's hop into, we're going to start with, this is the dashboard. So a lot of times if I get up in the morning, that's what I open up. I take a look at for the past week, residential, and we can, if you ever want to call me and just say, hey, what land do? What's commercial, partial ownership? This is where it all happens. So we had new listings. We had 11 back on market. We had a couple come back on the market. 22 go under contract. So you can see for the past week, and this has been pretty consistent, that our demand has been outpacing our supply. So right now we're seeing our supply kind of still dwindle a bit. And then sold properties 37. So take a look at new listings really quick. Go to a thumbnail view here. So there's a good one here in Keystone, a Buffalo Lodge, 615,000. Properties like this are really popular for short-term rentals because you can walk right to the slopes, easy access. You got the pool. So this one's just going to be a good utilitarian 1-bedroom condo in the heart of Keystone River Run. So if you're looking for something like
I love the way the things look out there.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool mountain style, and Keystone is just a really good, friendly family resort. Real similar thing here in Copper. So skiing over here with my son yesterday in Copper Mountain. This one's another 1-bedroom right there. Real similar type of thing right near the base of the slopes. And what else do we have? This Snowbird condo is a good one. 750,000 for a 1,400 square foot 3-bedroom one. Great area. No short-term rentals on this one, so this is just using it yourself. Friends, family, stuff like that. You could long-term rent it, anything over 30 days, but the HOA does not allow short-term rentals on that one. But for a 3-bedroom place that's kind of centrally located, easy to get to all the slopes, 2-bedroom in Breckenridge that you could rent. One way up on Quandary. So if you want a fun little cabin up in the woods, this one is up near the top of Hoosier Pass. You are up there. I mean, this is kind of fun to see. You can see this is the cabin, and this is tree line. So this is where trees stop growing. So you guys have tree line there, Chris?
We don't really have trees. I guess if you go north, I'm in southern Arizona near Phoenix, but it's mostly just like cacti out here where I'm at. We have trees, but they are definitely planted.
Okay. So no tree line. This one, Keystone Ranch. This is a cool one. This is really the ranch. Keystone Ranch is a neat area. It's a great setting. You've got the houses are well spaced apart. They all sit on kind of building footprints, and then all the land around them is owned by the HOA. But you can see that setting there is just gorgeous. So the Keystone Ranch has a pool there and a golf course, and they got trails right nearby. So that one is a pretty neat place, pretty neat spot right there. You can see just kind of that setting open to the meadows. It's gonna have that one's gonna really
How
good.
many bedrooms does that thing have?
6 bedrooms. So
That thing is a resort by itself.
No, it's over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms. Yeah. You wouldn't have problems bumping into each other there. And then our highest price listing for the week is this one in Breckenridge, just right there on the edge of town. So you're going to be looking across to the ski area, so should have nice views on that. That's a single family home for $4.4 million. So, and then let's take a real quick look at things that went under contract for the week. See what kind of activity we're having for things moving. Some little cabins kind of out in Park County, which is over Hoosier Pass. So some kind of a number of things over on that side of the area. A Buffalo Ridge condo that is going to be up in Wilderness, kind of your lower price point, 500,000 Buffalo Ridge, and then you have a condo here that's a studio condo in Keystone, just a nice walk to the slopes. So a number of things kind of on that the ski condos closer to the slopes, those are moving really well. We've got, what else is interesting in here? Some places that I've seen on the market for quite a while that are moving. These two, this for example, this house in Breckenridge. Just to look at the history of it really quick, you can see they brought it on at 1.6 back in July. Finally under contract in here. I guess that was.
Man, what a roller coaster ride! Look at that.
Yeah, so they had to bring that price down quite a bit to get it to actually move. So we are still seeing a fair amount of that, but once you get to the right price, things are moving. And then we had 37 sold. So the highest price sale, let's start there. Highest price sale was $3.4 million. That was a house over in Copper. I think we looked at kind of something right in this neighborhood last time. So definitely the ideal location there, right near the gondola. Tubing Hill's going to be right there. So that's a ski in, ski out Copper location. Let's see what else we got. You know what we've got? What is actually kind of interesting. Finally coming to a close is these 4th Street crossing ones. So these are so this area right down in Silverthorne, kind of in the heart of things. I'll show you this. Town of Silverthorne is really working on developing in this whole area right around Blue River. You've got the outlet malls, but there, breweries coming in down there, new restaurants. So this is the site that they're completely, redoing, rebuilding. If you go down there, you get to see like the Bluebird Market. That's really cool. You get to see just everything that they've been doing down there. So it used to be very industrial down there, and it's morphing into something that's a lot more residential and kind of posh shops and stuff like that. So yeah.
Super cool. I love some of those houses. There's a few out here that I'm looking at that are in the 400 range that I'd love to own. And that one that you showed just a little while ago, I was like, hey,
Hey, there's always a
Gonna
spot.
attack me.
There's a spot for you out here, man.
Yeah, well, I would love to actually. It seems pretty neat. Plus, my sister lives out there too, so that'd be great.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely is. It's a different lifestyle for sure. So, what else we got?
We got real estate jargon. You want to tell me what DOM and the other ones say? What is all that about?
Yeah, DOM, days on market, and CDOM, which would be cumulative days on market. So when you see a listing, a lot of times you'll see it's DOM, days on market. How long has this property been active? And the CDOM, you might have days on market at 10. So it's listed 10 days ago. It's got 10 days on market. But what you may not know unless you look at the cumulative days on market is that, well, that property was actually on the market before for 90 days. So you see that CDOM of 90 days, that's when you want to go and do some research and say, okay, well, that was 6 months ago, or that was a year ago, or it was just a month ago, and they didn't change the price at all, and they just put it back on the market. So it might be a little deceiving there. So that's where you want to be able to go back in, do your background search, do your history search, and see to make sure that you're not overpaying for a property. Really is kind of the goal. So yeah, that's what CDOM and DOM, days on market, cumulative days on market is. So
cool.
Yeah.
So for cumulative days, they would probably have the property listed and then see they're not getting as many bites as they wanted. Probably do some updates to the house, or maybe even change it a little bit and then put it back up. Is that what that could mean?
Yeah, maybe they just said we got to give a break. Maybe they wanted to use it themselves over the holidays, didn't want to deal with showings, any number of reasons. But sometimes it's just to refresh the listing. Yeah, get some new pictures, and they really didn't do much of anything. Sometimes they did a bunch. Maybe they changed the price, or maybe they updated things.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Well, thanks for showing me around. I always love looking at these things. Everything is just so picturesque. Out here, it's just like Adobe and what do they call that? It's like chicken wire, and then they just slap on all that stuff and then paint over it. I don't know. It's okay. It doesn't look bad, but out there in Colorado, everything's just so picturesque and beautiful. I just love looking at it.
Oh, well, we definitely got some chicken wire stuff.
So I'd feel at home still. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no doubt there we got some of that. So, but anyway, well, that's about all I got for everybody today.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll check back in with you next Monday. I'll go ahead and get that next episode scheduled, and we'll see you then.
Awesome. Thanks, Benji. Appreciate it.
See ya. Thanks, Matt.
Take care.